Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back with another OPTC video, and today we are going into Garp's challenge, Revolutionary Army 2. And we have a double Shanks team for you guys today. Now, this team is pretty stacked, but remember guys, this is endgame content and is very, very tricky. So, maybe have a look around. There might be some other free to play or more free to play teams, but there's not many, to be honest. So we have a double Shanks led team with Laffy, Sabo Koala, Corazon 6+, and Invinclay. Invinclay here are exceptional for their utility, as well as their healing to give us the stalling capabilities. I think actually when I beat it, I was looking back on it and I was like, oh, probably overstored a little bit, but I mean, I guess we'll find out now. Hey, but we are going to kill the penguins in the back to make sure we get our cooldowns, and then we are just going to move on to stage 2. Nothing really happens on stage 2. It's just a bunch of what are they called? There's otters, I guess. Yeah, the Kung Fu Seals. So we're going to take them out and move on to stage 3. On stage 3, we have Hack and 3 of his little lackeys. We're going to use a switch ability of Shanks as well as Sabo Koala. Then with our Laffy special, we are going to basically wipe the stage. Also, Keynote, use the Corazon special as you do want to remove the attack down. After you beat Hack, you got to move in and take on the Kama Land trio, I guess. They give you a bunch of bind and despair, but we're going to use Invinclay to remove that, and then we are just going to use the auto heal to stall out our specials, so we can have them back for later on in the fight. I killed Invinclay on the first turn. I would recommend killing Invinclay, because the other two in the back just do they just do nasty things if you leave them alive, sort of thing. Well, the green Elizabeth chick, she does nothing, but the redhead guy thing will give you a special lock for 1 per turn. But that's fine. We're basically going to stall that out anyway, so when you get to the last stage 2, they give you a 2-turn one anyway, so it's not the end of the world. We're just going to stall that out. And with the amount of healing we get each turn through the Invinclay special, we have plenty of healing to just sort of tank the damage. We heal back more than what the damage is, so we're fine. Now that the auto heal is gone, we are going to use our switch abilities and take out the redhead girl. After she's gone, the Elizabeth chick will just run away. On to the next stage, we have Sabo and Koala. They give you a negative orb debuff and lock your orbs. So we're going to use Sabo and Koala here to remove that. They also do some healing stuff and some 1 damage only, or normal attacks only damage. But that's not really the end of the world. So we are going to use our Sabo and Koala special here to remove the debuffs. Gives us a full board of orbs. And then with our switch abilities, we can take out Koala. After Koala's dead, we are going to just use our switch abilities again and take out Sabo without any issues. On to the next stage now, we have Morley. Now, Morley, this stage is pretty tricky, but you can get a fair amount of stall out on him, but he does 2 turns of Threshold Cut and 2 turns of Defense Up, which is annoying. And then after those 2 turns, he puts up one that gives him 5 turns of the same thing. So you kind of need to stall that out, unless you can find a way to bring someone to get around that. He also gives you Dex Orbs pretty much every single rotation. I think there's one rotation he doesn't, which is this one here. So you can farm some meat orbs if you get lucky, but make sure you're using that switch ability of Invinclay to tank damage, because he can do a lot of damage. If you were smart too, you would have the crew as your captains. I just realized then, because I was like, wow, that's a lot of damage. But this team also has pinch healing that helps it out as well. So as you can see, he's got the 5 turns of damage threshold, defense up, and then he has 3 turns of resilience as well. So the best advice I can give you is just stall that out. Just stall it out. With the Whitebeard ship, we have so much HP on this team that we can stall it out. And does attack only every 2 turns, so you can sort of work around that as well. Once the defense up and threshold is gone, we are going to use Laffy special and a Shanks special. Make sure you are hitting your perfects with the bottom 3 units of Sabo, Koala, Laffy, and Invinclay, as they do have pinch healing. And it is essential to stay alive here. Without that pinch healing, we wouldn't be over the threshold of how much damage we can take. And like I said, with Invinclay switch, you can tank it. Now that the buffs on his side of the field are gone, we are going to use our Laffy special and our Shanks crew special. And with hitting our perfects, we can take out Morley. On to stage 7, we have Bello Betty and the Bello Betty girls, I'm going to call them. They paralyze you for 3 turns, I think it was. Give you a 4-turn attack down, normal attacks only. They do a whole bunch of nasty stuff. So, but Corazon special just removes that, puts us back at full HP. Just a perfect time to have Corazon special, actually, to be honest. So we are going to take our time with Bello Betty here. But ideally, we are just going to take out the girls around the outside and then use our normal attacks to take out Bello Betty on the next turn. Switching into Koala as well helps out a lot on this turn, as the type advantage lets you put in a lot of extra damage. Moving on to stage 8, we have Lindbergh. Lindbergh will bind your top right, bottom right, middle left, paralyze you for 4 turns, and he will do that every 3 turns, I'm pretty sure. So we are going to use Invinclay's special to remove that, and we are going to use a Shanks crew special to get through Lindbergh here. Now, you need to make sure that the normal attacks only is gone when you use the Shanks special. Otherwise, you could be in a little bit of strife. So using our switch abilities in the Shanks special, we are going to take out Lindbergh here. On to stage 9, we have Karasu. Karasu the Crow guy. He gives you a Despair for 5 turns, but with Sockets it goes to 2. He has 2 turns of Threshold. He does a bunch of nasty stuff. And he's very, very annoying. He hits you fairly hard as well, over 10k I'm pretty sure. But with the Gloom, it's very annoying because it nullifies all of your damage reduction with your captains, but you need to make sure you keep switching with Invincov, or Invinclay, whatever you want to call them. Any meat orbs you guys get on the spins can help out quite a bit as well, but you do need to weigh up, is it better to have the damage reduction if you are switching with those units, which I found to get stuck on here. So take your time to take Coruscant down. When you get a break from the Gloom and the Threshold, we are going to use a Shank special here to take out Coruscant, or Karasu, however you say his name. As you can see, we did get a break here, but we didn't have our Shank special activated, well, ready to go. So we do have to wait for the next break in the Gloom, which should be in about 2 turns time. I did actually get very lucky here with 2 meat orbs, but you can actually stall a little bit longer on Bello Betty for this extra 2 turns, as she doesn't hit you very hard, from what I can recall. Well, she doesn't hit you as hard as Karasu does, so you can stall out the extra 2 turns back on her stage. And that way you can make sure you have Shanks special from the first time when I mentioned before. So, but as you can see now, we have bypassed all of the buffs he does to himself and debuffed us. But make sure you use the Shanks special when you are in the blue or in the crew variation, as you do want to be quick moving into the final stage. So using the Shanks crew special, we have enough damage here, and our switch abilities obviously, we have enough damage to be able to take Karasu down. At this point I was weighing up what to do, because I was thinking I needed both my Shanks specials at the end without realizing that he only gives the 2 specials debuff, so that's why it took me so long to get through that part there. On to the final stage, we have Sabo and Koala, and to beat Sabo and Koala, we are just going to use our Laffy special and our Sabo Koala special, but we need to make sure we use our switch abilities first. So switching with Shanks into the blue or into the crew will give us an attack boost before we switch into Law. We also switch with Sabo and Koala to get you want to switch with Sabo and Koala and then use their special to get their attack boost. Sorry, that is very, very important that you make sure you do that. Switch with Sabo Koala and then use their special to get their attack boost. Laffy will give you the orb boost. You have the 3.5 times chain lock from Shanks, and with that we have enough quick units to take Sabo and Koala out. But anyway guys, that is the Garp Challenge Revolutionary Army 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did and it helped you out, you're feeling stumped, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Lights!